the big story coming in from Tamil Nadu, where preparations are underway for a major meeting of the National Democratic Alliance in Tamil Nadu. The Indian Prime Minister will attend this meeting in Chengalpattu. So as part of these preparations, a Bhumi Pujan has now been held by the NDA party alliance. Now, the public meeting comes amid some heightened political activity in Tamil Nadu as the 2026 assembly elections draws closer. Now, the alliance talks amongst various political parties is gaining momentum. Now, the AIADMK BJP alliance was formed just last week, and the Tamil Manila Congress is also a part of the NDA. Now, earlier, the senior Bharatiya Janata Party leader Tamilisai Soundararajan said that Narendra Modi's visit to Tamil Nadu on the 23rd of January will bring some significant changes, both in politics and in governance. Now, Tamil Nadu's Legislative Assembly has 234 seats. Any alliance or party needs at least 118 seats to form a government. All right, now joining us on the phone line is our principal correspondent Siddharth MP. Siddharth, tell us more about the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit. He's of course there to try and make forays for the Bharatiya Janata Party, but how likely is it that this could happen?
So it almost seems certain that Prime Minister Modi will be campaigning in Chennai. In fact, near Chennai in Chengalpattu district, it's about 2 hours drive from Chennai. That's where he's expected to campaign. Preparations are underway, and this is also coming at a time when most NDA allies are being formally announced, right? So what we can expect in the coming days is that TTV Dinakaran's party, AMMK, a splinter faction of the ADMK at one point in time, that party could also soon announce that they're formally joining the NDA. So the idea of the NDA here is that they want to parade as many parties as possible on the stage with Prime Minister Modi to send a message to the DMK-led opposition that our alliance is set and it is firmed up. So this comes at a time when there is a sort of unease between the Congress and the DMK, which is the ruling alliance in Tamil Nadu. Of course, DMK is ruling, but Congress is their ally. So what we have to keep in mind is that this is also a subtle message that's going out from the NDA side that our alliance is firmed up, whereas in the Congress there's been dissenting voices. Some who say that the Congress should tie up with the newbie entrant in politics, who is actor politician Vijay. So this seems to be NDA's way of conveying that our alliance is in order, because the alliance with AIADMK, the principal opposition party in Tamil Nadu, was firmed up in April 2025. So they've had well over 8 months till now. So the smaller parties now will be brought together, and NDA wants to show that their election mechanism and their overall alliance is well prepared at least 3 to 4 months ahead of the election. Salih.
All right, indeed. Now the AIADMK without the matriarch J. Jayalalitha is a much more weakened force. So with that being the case, how prepared is the AIADMK, which is now going to be the key opposition against the DMK, in taking on MK Stalin?
In fact, there's a very interesting aspect to probe into, because the AIADMK has been out of power for a considerable amount of time now. They've been out of power for one term, but in 2 parliamentary elections, they've received a drubbing because the DMK won in a major fashion in the last 2 parliamentary elections. So morale certainly for the AIADMK is very low. So this is going to be a clear make or break election for the ADMK, no doubt, because as you pointed out, they are fighting an election without J. Jayalalitha, so it's almost a decade after her demise. So this comes at a crucial time for the AIADMK, but they will be banking on the anti-incumbency sentiment, because it's unusual for the DMK to come back to power for a second term. So that is something that they're going to be banking on. They know that anti-incumbency is a pretty strong factor. So DMK will be looking to buck that trend and try and get back to power, but AIADMK will be looking to cash in on the anti-incumbency against the DMK government, and that seems to be their strategy. And as far as the larger alliance goes, one thing is clear, that in Tamil Nadu, both sides have always had a major alliance. The DMK especially has had an umbrella alliance consisting various parties. So this is how the political dynamic often is in the state. And as for the AIADMK, they have a support base that's always been there for this party, irrespective of the leader on top. There is always the support for the symbol itself.
All right, indeed. Thank you very much, Siddharth MP, for joining us with all those updates then. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.